Alright guys, it's been a tiny bit of time since we talked, so I thought I'd run through a couple things that have happened other than a wash today. Finally kind of warmed up around here in South Carolina. It's been freezing cold. So got these little things right here, these grip covers, blockers, wind blockers, whatever you call them. I think here on Amazon here recently you could have those for about $9. They are clear, but I tinted mine. And that's probably why you see some fingerprints and stuff. If you look really close, you might be able to see. Got fingerprint marks in there, but that's probably the newest thing, but that's kind of what they look like right there. What else we had going on? Put a new headlight in for those of you that didn't see the headlight. I might add a picture, but y'all know I don't edit, so put a spacer right up here. A lot of us, well, me, my beams were shining too high. They were in the trees. So what I did was I got a longer bolt up here and a spacer, so I can use that spring more and actually make that thing tilt down more with that spacer, and I'm not locking it down as much with the screw, which gives it a little bit more room. So it's not shining in the trees now. A lot of this other stuff we've already been through, the trim and stuff. I'm not gonna talk about that stuff. What else we got going on? Of course, the seat got done. I've got to bleed my brakes. I actually just undid this brake line right here, and I got air in it because I did it. But I wanted to flip it around a little bit. It was actually hitting my pocket up here, so I've got it now going downward, so it won't hit my pocket. Cup holder, I'm sure we talked about that sometime. GPS, of course, we've talked about that. Trying to think if there's anything else that we've missed along the way. Speakers, of course, we've done those. Kuriokin rear boards, we've talked about those. Back end, I did do this actually, now that we're talking about things that have happened. I'm not sure if you can see this, but there's a piece of chrome right there. I just went ahead and added a piece of chrome up under my light that I put on the bag. Those lights right there are probably one of the best things I've probably done to this bike. It really adds a lot to the back. Oh, if this looks a little bit different than what you've got, because it is, that's actually just a piece of vinyl chrome door trim going down the middle, separating this light basically into two pieces. Kind of adds a little bit to it. Kind of like it a little bit better like that. So you can see the chrome a little bit at night. It kind of helps those lights to shine off a little bit. And of course, those are just some, that's actually, I'll tell you, it's a Kuriokin rear LED light bar. Don't ask me the model number, I'm not sure. And those are LEDs inside that just go around. Of course, that's a brake light and a turn light back there. Of course, we're running the Cobras. Those are 4-inch Cobras. Of course, we did tweeters in the seat. We got 6.5 components there, JBLs there. If you ever wondered about the sticker, I just kind of like the way that sticker looked. It is actually some extra stickers that I had from a set of wheels. So anywhere you see XD on this bike, that is actually the XD wheel company. They got some good looking SUV sport utility vehicle wheels. Of course, that air cleaner, a lot of people are not going to see that one. That's a Harley Davidson air cleaner. That's basically custom mounted. This piece of aluminum got machined by a machine shop. All this other stuff just to kind of, I'll use my favorite word here lately, jazz it up. I think I used that in a video once. Jazz it up. The vinyl decals, eBay, and black vinyl back there. And a lot of people ask me how I did that. I did it with it on the bike. That's actually double taped onto the motor from the factory. the Kawasaki emblem. I didn't pull it off, I just did it while it's on the bike with a heat gun or a hair dryer, and just stretched it out pretty good. Another thing that we did, some of you might have missed, the pockets. Just added these pockets onto the lower fairing. Actually got some glasses or something in there. But all it is I have bolted them. We got a bolt right there, and we got a bolt on the other side. So it's secured actually to the bike with those bolts. Those are Kuryakin mirrors. We've probably talked about those before. Stirrups there, switchblade Kuryakin, front LEDs. If you wanted to do this, it's not going to work with your stock turn signal lights. These are actually, this part right here is actually a Nomad. That's a 1600 or a 1500 Nomad turn signal body. This part right here is actually Kuryakin bezel. They sell it just in bezel form right there, and what you get is you get that little gap in between here that emits light. So that's what you get with that. The interior is some LED lights that I got to put in there. Of course, there's the V, that's actually for a Jeep JK. Let me show you. This is the last thing, guys. We're moving on. Turn on these ambers. So got it wired up so that all of my lights will go amber. Kind of like the look. It adds a little bit to the white. And then of course we'll turn that back off real quick. See, I mounted my switches down here. Got a switch right there for the ambers. So let's turn on the hazards real quick. So that's what you get. I'm on hyper flash again. I did something to some of my wiring, but see how it comes through. So that's what those LEDs do. I've got another set that I can replace. I see some of them are actually burnt out. And then the rear, and of course that's a Harley Davidson front wheel. I think everybody pretty much knows that. So the rear, that's what we got whenever we've got the LEDs. These bag lights only work as a brake light and a running light. Didn't hook them up as turn signals. But that's what you get, guys. I think that's it. I think that's all. Let's turn them off. Let's turn the bike off real quick. And that's it. That's it. This is actually tinted right here. Y'all could see how bright they were a minute ago, but that is actually pretty much blending in black, along with the brake light down there. This light's also black, so all of them are tinted. But that's it, guys. That's all we got. The rack is actually for Harley. That's a stealth rack. It's a stealth. JBL tweeters, JBL GTO 6.5 components, JBL 620s up front, GTOs, running the Kenwood X704, Excelon series X704, non-marine, not marine. GPS is a Garmin. That's a 7-inch Garmin right there. TPMS, they don't make those anymore, but somebody took their spot. But Care UD is no longer available. Like I said, these were $9 shipped. I couldn't ship an empty box for $9. So horns, those are just some cheap horns there. 1, 2 each side. And matter of fact, here, I'll probably never let anybody hear the horns. This is it. Let's do a horn. So pretty loud. All right, guys, again, need some oil, come see me. www.MEtricoil.com. Got 2050, got 1040, got 1540 or 1550. Got automotive oil, and the great thing with automotive oil, we go about 25,000 miles a year on our automotive oil. because I do it and my wife does it. So we change oil pretty much once a year in the automobile. All right, come see us. Appreciate it. And any comments, y'all know the drill. You know the drill. Don't try to swallow and breathe at the same time. But you know the drill. Leave a comment. And see you in about, I don't know, 3 months, 6 months. Don't know how long it'll be. Take care, guys.